Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you've been staying out of the rain nice and dry, or maybe you've been putting on your wellies and going outside and jumping in the puddles. That's always lots of fun. Connor really enjoys that. Today in our story we're going to be talking again about that word restore that we've talked about over the last couple of weeks, and this time we're going to be learning about how Jesus restored a man who had a sore foot. He was lame and he maybe couldn't even walk, but he had really good friends to help him. News of Jesus had spread all around the country, and lots of people had come to see him and hear him speak. Jesus had gone back to his hometown, and while he was there, so many people came to the house that he was staying in that it was crowded with people. It was so packed, but Jesus began to preach to them. Meanwhile, some men had heard that Jesus was in town, and they thought it would be a really good chance to bring their friend to him to be healed. Their friend was paralysed. That meant he couldn't walk. They wanted to bring him to Jesus to see if he could be healed. When they got to the house, they couldn't get in. There were so many people all over the place, they couldn't actually get in to see Jesus. So, they scratched their heads, and had a think. And they came up with a plan. They decided to take their friend up onto the roof of the house. Now, back in Jesus' time, lots and lots of houses had flat roofs, and they had stairs at the outside of their houses so that they could get up onto the roof, and they used it like another room. They didn't have pointy roofs on their houses like ours. So the friends brought their other friend up onto the roof, and they started to make a hole. When they finished making the hole in the roof, they lowered their friend down into the house, right in front of Jesus. Can you imagine that? Standing listening to your teacher maybe, and somebody makes a hole in the roof and starts to lower somebody down into your classroom. That would be amazing. Jesus saw their faith, and he said to the man, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Now, there were some Pharisees in the house that day. They were teachers of the law. And they were really shocked to hear Jesus say such a thing. They said to themselves, "Who is this man? Who does he think he is? Only God can forgive sins." Jesus knew what they were thinking. So he said to them, "Why do you question this? Is it easier for me to say to this man, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or 'Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk'?" Jesus went on to say to them that he could prove that he was allowed to forgive sins. So he said to the paralysed man, "Stand up, pick up your mat, and go home." So the paralysed man stood up and he picked up his mat. The entire room was stunned. They couldn't believe it, as this man did exactly that. He rolled up his mat and he walked out of the house. They were all amazed and praised God, saying, "We have never seen anything like this before." And they all believed that God had sent Jesus to forgive sins and to heal those people who were hurting. Now we're going to have another story, and this week I'm going to read it, just for a change. Now, I always have Green Bear and Brody with me for story time, but I've brought another one of Connor's toys down because he's a little bit like the character in our story today. This This is Monkey. And Monkey is very special because he is made out of a pair of socks. My friend made him for Connor, and she is very clever to have made this out of socks, I think. But anyway, he's going to come and sit with our other toys and listen to our story. Our story today is called Monkey Puzzle, and it's by Julia Donaldson. I've lost my mum. Hush, little monkey. Don't cry. I'll help you find her, said Butterfly. Let's have a think. How big is she? She's big, said the monkey. Bigger than me. Bigger than you? Then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey. Come. That's not her. No. That's an elephant. My mum isn't a great grey hunk. She hasn't got tusks or a curly trunk. She doesn't have great thick baggy knees. And anyway, her tail coils round trees. She coils round trees. Then she's very near. Quick, little monkey. She's over here. No. That's a snake. Mum doesn't look a bit like this. She doesn't slither about and hiss. She doesn't curl round a nest of eggs. And anyway, my mum's got more legs. It's legs we're looking for now, you say? I know where she is. Come this way. No. That's a spider. Mum isn't black and hairy and fat. She's not got so many legs as that. She'd rather eat fruit than swallow a fly. And she lives in the treetops, way up high. Oh, she lives in the trees. You should have said. Your mummy's hiding above your head. No. That's a parrot. Mum's got a nose and not a beak. She doesn't squawk and squabble and shriek. She doesn't have claws or feathery wings. And anyway, my mum leaps and springs. Aha! I've got it. She leaps about. She's just round the corner, without a doubt. No. That's a frog. Butterfly, please don't joke. Mum's not green, and she doesn't croak. She's not all slimy. Oh dear, what a muddle. She's brown and furry and nice to cuddle. Brown fur? Why didn't you tell me so? We'll find her in no time. Off we go. Oh, no. That's a bat. Why do you keep getting it wrong? Mum doesn't sleep the whole day long. I told you, she's got no wings at all. And anyway, she's not nearly so small. Your mum's not little. Now let me think. She's down by the river, having a drink. No. That's the elephant again. Butterfly, can't you see? That none of these creatures look like me. Oh, you never told me she looks like you. Of course I didn't. I thought you knew. I didn't know. I couldn't. You see, none of my babies look like me. So she looks like you. Well, if that's the case, we'll soon discover her hiding place. No, 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 that's my dad. Come, little monkey. Come, come, come. It's time I took you home to Mum. There she is. Oh my goodness, they were getting so mixed up. That poor butterfly was trying her very best to help, wasn't she? And she kept finding all those other animals. I hope you've enjoyed story time today, and we will see you soon for more stories. Bye bye.